Hey everybody, it's Dan Latto speaking from daniellatto.co.uk. So, I don't want to break the fallacy that it's sunny in Spain every day, but I'm gonna, because here we are, and it's raining. What's that about? That's not good. So it's raining. What can you do about it? Anyway, what I wanted to show you today, and in fact, let me just show you something else. See if we can work out how to do this. So because I'm depressed today because it's raining, I've got my slippers on. So they're my slippers. Let's just bring you back to there's the dog there wagging away. Let's just bring you back to me. There we go. Okay, so let's just grab a seat here. And we've got a couple of things I want to talk about today. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, let's put the camera back on me. Here we go. Where am I? There we go. One of the things I wanted to talk about was about some of the businesses that you can create from home. You see, there are lots of businesses that one can create, and in fact, the businesses that people created maybe just 20 years ago, completely different to the businesses that people might want to create now. So, I was having an argument with someone on the Guardian website, because every so often I like to go on the Guardian website and just troll it, basically, because there's so many stupid people on there commenting about stuff they don't know anything about. And I happened to comment on one guy who's disabled, and he didn't mention how he was disabled, but he couldn't actually get out of the house to go do some work. And so, and he's struggling. He's struggling financially. He's got no money. Obviously, the cuts to the disability allowance that the government are implementing, crazy, right? So I put a comment on there to help this guy, just saying, there's lots of things actually you can do from home, whether you're disabled and you're in a wheelchair, or you can't get out of the house because you're agoraphobic, for example. It's still a disability, right? So you don't actually need to leave the house. We live in this world where we can communicate at the speed of light, or unless you're on BT's copper network at the speed of whatever it is. But you don't need to leave the house in order to earn some income. And then, so I commented, it was a really long comment, and then someone else came in, how disgusting, how dare you, he said he's disabled, how dare you force him into work. And I'm like, I'm not trying to force him into work, I'm trying to help the guy eat or heat, as we call it, the difference between putting an extra bar on a fire, or the difference even between, do I eat today or do I stay warm today? Because that's literally where some people are right now. We call it just about managing, the jams as we call them. There's no need for that. I don't believe there's a need for that. Now, if you're so severely disabled, for example, or incapacitated in some way that you can't do this, then I totally get it. Then you can't do it. It's no fault of your own. It's just, I get it, right? It's just parcel of your life, and there's not a lot you can do about that. But that is a very, very small percentage. And some people, by the way, I know some of my tenants, they're classed as disabled and unable to work, and because we're too fat. There are 22, 15 kids, too fat to work. Like, it's not too fat to work, you're too fucking lazy to work. It's your attitude that's the problem. And these are the people complaining that sometimes the government's taking all the money. So anyway, what I wanted to do was, in this video, and the next couple of videos that we're going to create, we're going to start creating some series of videos on here about how you can actually start generating an income from home. So if you've got some sort of disability, or if you're off sick, or if you are suffering from depression or stress and you can't leave the house, or whatever it happens to be, or you're at work but you need a stay-at-home job, or you want your wife to work, or you as a husband need to work, and you can't leave the house for whatever reason. We wanted to come up with some ideas that people can implement. And we're also going to share with you some ideas that you can implement if you can leave the house, So, for example, we've got things like, let me just move that camera around. We've got things like washing cars, for example. So I was on Grant Cardone's website, and someone said in his website that Grant Cardone's book, Be Obsessed or Be Average, which I've got, it's on my desk, a really good book, you should buy it. It was $30. And someone's like, oh, can someone buy me this as a gift? Because I can't afford it. And I'm like, dude, that's 10 cars at $3 per car. Go wash a car. Knock on someone's door and go, hi, I'm saving up for a book, which I think might change my life. It's $30. Can I wash your car for $3, please? And then we'll go, yeah, dude, what's the book? And you go, it's Be Obsessed to Be Average. It's a book I really want to buy. Or it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I really want to buy it, but I haven't got any money, and I'm trying to raise some money. That person will maybe give you $10 just to help you out. You've only got to do another 2 houses. But let's say they only give you $3, right? That's fine. That's $3. Another 10 houses is $30. There's your book. And so we've got a saying, and the saying is, it's not a lack of resources. This is not what stops us from getting what we want in life. It's a lack of resourcefulness. And on the Guardian website, it's doom and gloom, and everything's really bad. And I say it so many times. Look, if you expect the government to come and help you, you're going to fail. The government's job is not there to help you. The government's job is there to try and balance the books. Now, imagine that's their sole job, right? How well do they do that job? Pretty piss poor, right? Terrible, in fact. The government can't manage books. They can't even manage their own books, you know? The government's job is to lie to you. This is basically what the government's there to do. It's there to say, everything's great, keep going as you are, work harder, get a better job, and pay us more tax so that we can screw it up on sorting out the economy, sorting out the homeless problem, sorting out the people at the very bottom of our society and helping them. I'm on a good old Dan rant today. It really winds me up, you know? They can't do it, right? If you're relying on the government to help you in some way get out of the shit that you might be in right now, then the government isn't there to do that. It's just simply not there to do that. The only person that can get you out of whatever it is that you're in right now is you, and that's it, okay? So don't expect anyone else to come riding to your rescue. You've got to take responsibility and do it for yourself. So look, in the next couple of videos, I'm going to talk to you about some of the businesses that you can start from home. Some of these will be old school businesses like car washing. Some of them will be new businesses, newfangled technology that's coming into place right now that you can utilise and work from home with. That you don't even need to leave the house. You can just use a completely, 21st century technological infrastructure. It's all at your beck and call. You've got a video camera, it's on your phone. You've got a PC usually, because if not, how on earth are you watching this, right? And if you haven't got a PC, that's what your library's for. Get off your butt and go to the library. So you've got no reason for you not to be able to do this. The only reason that you've got to not to be able to do some of these business examples that we're going to go on about is the attitude that's going on in your head right now. I see so many people, especially, like the Guardian website's really interesting. I know only a certain type of person comments on the Guardian website, right? So I know that it's a very small percentage of the population, if you like, and it's a very certain type of person that comments on that. But for people that go on and say, it was all right for you 20 years ago, but it's not all right now, it's just different than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I had 2 jobs working 60 to 70-hour weeks. I had one job doing 40 to 45 hours, and the other job was doing 20 to 25 hours at William Hill taking bets on the bloody telephone, for God's sake. Terrible job. But that's how I did it. And then I got educated, and I increased my income lots and lots and lots, as much as I could. And I increased my income by becoming better educated. And so we just did it differently. Today we've got the 21st century economy, which is all online. And you can make a big, big difference to your income simply by doing some of the businesses that we're going to talk about. So look, I'm going to end this video here, and then this video is like an explainer as to why we're going to do some of these other videos, and then jump into some of these other videos. If you've got some questions, then pop online, come and ask me. I'm here to help you as much as we can. I'll do a video about it so other people will get to benefit as well, and I hope that will be really useful for you. So my name's Dan Latto, and we'll speak to you on the next video. Take care.